Okay, so let us try to solve this math problem. This math problem is taken from an SAT reviewer, and I'm going to teach you how to solve this. So before that, please, at the end of this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you believe you have learned something from this. So here's the problem. For x not equal to 0, a over x squared plus 7 over x is equal to what? So here are the options. A is a plus 7x all over x. B is a plus 7x over x squared. A plus 7x over x squared plus x for C. And D is a plus 7 all over x. All right, so let's analyze the problem first. So here it says that for x is not equal to 0. So what is the importance of this? It's just stating that this x squared and the x cannot be 0, of course, because they are in that denominator, and it will be undefined if the x is a 0. So it's just something that just making sure that this equation is not an undefined equation. I mean expression. So now, how do we simplify this? This is just asking how to simplify this expression, a over x squared plus 7 over x. So this is how you do it. Let me copy the given first, a over x squared plus 7 over x. So what you're after here is to make the denominators the same. It should be exactly the same, either the same x or the same x squared. But it's easier to make them the same x squared than having the same x. So why do we need to make it the same? It's because in adding fractions, the denominators has to be the same because you just need to copy it. So like for example, we have a 1/4 plus 3/4. So you can combine them because the denominators are the same, and you just need to copy it and add the numerators 1 plus 3, which is equal to 4. So and if it's not the same, like 1/2 plus 2/3, then you cannot just simply combine it because these two are not the same. You have to find a way to make it the same denominators first. So that's what we are after. You have to make it the same denominator. So how do we make it the same denominator? So she said it's either you make both the same x or make it the same x squared or something else. So um, you can, if you're going to make it the same x, so it's going to be difficult for the other side because it will be, if you divide x squared by x, of course it becomes x because we cancel one x, but the top will be a problem because it becomes a over x, which will be like this, a over x over all over x, so which is what you call a complex number. I mean a complex fraction. So to avoid that, we choose the other way, which is changing the both denominators to be x squared. So let us, how do we change it to x squared? So we multiply this numerator and the the numerator and the denominator by x because we want to make it x squared. So it's fine to do that because as long as you do the same thing on top and the bottom, then it's going to be the same as like 7 over x is multiplied by 1 because 1 can be expressed as x over x or any number such that you divide it by itself. So that's why it's just multiplying by itself. All right, so let's continue. So we're going to have the next form, which is it becomes a over x squared plus, so it will be 7x over x times x, which is x squared. Now, since it's the same denominator, so we can combine now the top a plus 7x, but of course we can't literally combine it because it's different terms. One term is a and the other variable, the other term has a variable x, so they don't have the same variable. And the bottom is x squared, so we'll just copy it. And here's the simplified form. So a plus 7x all over x squared. So where is it? It is the letter B.